Alright, what is up guys? NA4 here and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about Oppenheimer, okay? I wasn't too sure if I was going to review this movie, but why not? It's content. But let me know your personal thoughts in the comment section below without spoiling anything for anyone who hasn't seen the movie. And also, if you enjoy stuff like this, drop a like on the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. But yeah, ladies and gents, let's hop straight into it. Why not? Look, I'll be honest. This movie is not for everyone, okay? It depends on who you are and the kind of movies that you like. So if you're just watching this solely because you're like, oh, Barbenheimer, oh, I'm just gonna watch this because the memes and stuff like that, you might not like it as much as other people. But if you're someone who's like, you understand the story, you are aware of the length of the film, and you know, you're interested to see like the cinematography and the acting and stuff like that, you'll probably really enjoy this movie. But like I said, it's not for everyone. You know, most people will complain and say, you know, it's too long of a movie and stuff like that. But if, like I said, if you enjoy film and cinematography and stuff like that, you'll enjoy stuff like this. This is a really solid movie in that department. But it pretty much just depends on who you are and how you watch it, because it is a lengthier film. It's a lengthy boy, and there were multiple occasions where I was watching it and I'm just kind of like, it's still going on, huh? So yeah, it's definitely a lengthier film, so you know, you definitely got to get comfortable for it. But it's a good time though. Everyone brings their A game, everyone gives it 110% in their roles, and it's a pretty interesting story. If you understand, you know, the history behind everything, then I think that you would actually appreciate this film. I don't know if it's Christopher Nolan's best work or anything like that. I wouldn't say all that, but it's a pretty satisfying movie. I enjoyed it throughout, so I can't complain about it too much. And of course, with every good movie, you gotta have a good supporting cast, and that's exactly what this movie does. Everyone is in this movie. Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, you know, even Roderick, Roderick's in this movie from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You know, I saw him, I was like, oh wow, that's Roderick. I forgot he was in this one. Josh Peck from Drake and Josh, he's in this movie. James Remar, classic, and even the guy, I forgot his name. The guy that plays as Will Stronghold in Sky High, he's in this movie too for a short amount of time. So yeah, this movie has a pretty, you know, A-list cast. You know, some really good acting in this movie. It's believable. You buy into their characters. You understand where they're coming from. And the one thing about this movie that is holding it back for me is like the movie's so long that you kind of zone out a little bit, and it's hard to kind of follow the flow of this movie. Like I obviously I understand the flow, like the flashback scenes and present time and stuff like that. But it's just like it's so much going on, and the dialogue, it can be a little iffy at times. Not in terms of like delivery or anything like that, just mean like it's so long of a film that you're like, wait, you're mad at this person, this guy did that, he's mad at him for this reason, he's planning to do this, he backstabbed him, and it's like it could be a little much because of the runtime. So I just wish the movie was a little bit better in terms of flowing, if that makes sense. And I hate to say it because it's a long movie, so obviously the flow works pretty well, but it's a little shaky at times. And I think another downside for this movie being so long, and I know it was a long movie, I was aware of that before I went in to watch it. Okay, so I'll stop complaining about it. Okay, I was completely aware of the runtime. But it does fall into that category of movies where it's like, this is so long, dude. Like, I just finished watching it, and I'm not going to watch it again for at least 8 months. Like a movie like The Titanic, or Glory with Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, and Morgan Freeman. Like, it's such a good movie, right? But it's so long that you're just like, I just watched that, I cannot sit through that again. Which is unfortunate, you know, because like I said, these are good movies. All three of them are really good movies. But it's like, I don't know if I want to sit through it for like 3 hours. Like, that's a bit of a stretch. But no, I did appreciate this movie for what it was, man. Like I said, every actor and actress gives it 110%. Everyone's really good, man. Star-studded cast. I enjoyed it throughout, and I'm a sucker for, you know, good cinematography and really good visuals. And this movie does that, man. There's some really cool shots, especially the explosion scene, which, you know, keep having all these memes and stuff like that. But no, like, it was actually a really cool scene. It's not just this explosion that is just like big and in your face. Like, it takes time to admire it in the film. Like, you're seeing it through their perspectives. It's just like this big flash. Like, instead of them just being like this big explosion and just it's over with, it takes its time to really appreciate it and really sink into it. And it was just a really cool visual, man. And I'm a sucker for stuff like that. Like, a real moviegoer, a real person who really likes like cinematography and stuff like that will learn to actually appreciate stuff like that. And if I'm being 100% honest with myself, like I said, it's a movie that some people would consider just way too long or way too boring to, you know, want to watch it or something like that. And I think part of the reason this movie is doing as well as it is because, you know, the Barbenheimer, you know, trend and stuff like that. So I'm assuming a lot of people are just doing like back-to-back viewings, double features and stuff like that. And I feel like Barbie definitely did help this movie in terms of like sales and popularity. But the reviews for this movie are really good. It's pretty much fresh all around the board. So I'm not going to discredit it too much, okay? I'm not saying that Barbie is the sole reason for this movie's success, okay? It's a good movie on its own. But if it would have came out at a different time, I don't know if it would have performed as well, if that makes sense. So, at the end of the day, it's a movie that I enjoyed, but I'm not going to watch it again for quite some time. Like I said, not that it's a bad movie, just very long. It's not one that I'm going to be like, oh, let's rewatch that one. At least with Barbie, I can go and like I can watch that again right now. It's fun. It's light to get through. The runtime, it's not too crazy. But this movie, it definitely overstayed its welcome just a little bit. They definitely could have cut off at least 20 to 25 minutes off of this movie. I don't know. Like, I get the story. Okay, I understand you got to have a pretty good runtime for it, but it was something else. But like I said, aside from the runtime and the fact that the story can be a little bit hard to keep track of a little bit in terms of all the characters and, you know, it's just a lot going on with different plot points, it can be a little hard to follow at times. But overall, it's a really good movie. I can't think of anything too significant that I disliked. But yeah, I'm going to give this movie about an 8 out of 10. You know, you can watch it, but I'd say watch it at home, you know, so you can at least like get up, go to the bathroom, whatever you want. But yeah, I'm in it for and I'm out. Peace.